Miami, we're back again. This is the one location where we have a house right now. And I've been playing quite a lot, as you might be able to tell. I have been grinding pretty much, well, I'd say grinding a lot. I spent about 5 hours last night playing the game, and I got myself to icon level 13. So I may have accidentally unlocked pretty much everything in the game, which is a little bit weird. Everything is tied to your level, which means you can unlock everything right at the beginning. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'll discuss that soon, but I did promise we're going to get a touring car. I have not got a touring car yet. So let's go to the new discipline HQ, jump in, boom. I am ready. I have probably also, it's probably going to give me about 1 million cutscenes. I have not been to the HQs because I didn't want to try and ruin anything. I haven't seen one cutscene in this game yet. So, as I said, let's jump in and find two disciplines. Touring car. That's the first one. Air race. Alpha GP. It's just going to unlock absolutely everything. Yes, so it is all level based, not based on the racing you do in that specific thing. So I think I now can actually go and buy that. Now, buy a vehicle. It's telling me to go buy an Alpha GP vehicle. And we haven't done the touring car races yet, so let's do it properly. Let's progress as we should be. Let's jump into a touring car as the first vehicle. Now, I asked you guys what vehicle we should get. The Mercedes AMG GT3 was something that, when we added to the Crew 1, it was fantastic and everybody loved it. But I maybe want something a little bit different. Maybe like a Corvette or something. Oh, we could go with the Celine. The Celine is one of my like dream ones. SLR came up a lot. This is a pre-order bonus, which it's pre-order early access. So this car, currently the PlayStation stuff isn't working. We can't actually redeem the pre-order stuff and the gold edition stuff, so that's a little bit annoying. But we could go with the 488 GT3, but it's 800,000. That would eat up most of my money. I say most, it wouldn't. I'm going with the SLS. It's my dream Mercedes. I'm going to start it in the silver. The silver for the Mercedes is the way I go. Normally, I don't go with silver with cars, but Mercedes, you can't. I've got a soft spot for it to be that silver. But here it is. The Big Wang Midi AMG. Ooh! It sounds like a race car. Yes, it does. All right. So we're actually now going to be able to do the touring car races, which I've wanted to do. I've wanted to do this for ages. I didn't do them in the beta that I did the Let's Play. Ooh! Let's just calm down. We know how to drive it. It's easy. I'm a G at this. So how about we now do the racing? I think I don't know exactly which is the starting races when it comes to the touring cars. Because again, I have everything unlocked. This is just different routes, I believe, which is pretty sweet. I'm really happy that they do that. And obviously, it gives you a certain amount of more money, depending on whatever. Usually, the recommended level being lower is a good sign that it's an earlier event. And I guess this is the one we're doing then.
Looks like you're racing in the rain today.
Oh.
Don't think of that as a problem. Think of it as a challenge. One everyone else will have to face too. It can be nerve-wracking, but go with the flow, and it can be exciting as well.
I'm going to do my best, lady. Got a cutscene this time. Oh, because it's setting the time. So I guess on some events it just sets the time of day and the weather and stuff. Whereas because generally the races react to
Alexis Kendrick racing for the win. I should save the cheerleading for Hero.
You should save it for me when I win. As I said, some of the events will probably set certain weather and stuff, but these are being destroyed already. I don't know if I'm supposed to have a car this quick or if I'm just that good. I think I was supposed to have a lower end car, if I'm totally honest with you. I mean, my recommended level is like 150 compared to the recommended like 8. I don't know what it was, to be fair. I think I'm just pretty decent at this. The pro racing is something I'm excited to try because this game includes the ability to have it reminds me of Pro Street in a way of having the legal kind of track racing. But if you think about it, I get to be a street racer and a professional racer in the same game. Even if you just like cars, you've got that. And then you've got off-roading if that interests you. And then you've got monster trucks if that interests you. You don't even have to like the other vehicles to get tons of content in this game. And the best thing is, because I've realized now it's all level based to unlock the stuff, you never have to use the other vehicles except the live extreme events. You don't even have to do the live extreme events if you don't want to. You can play the whole game without touching the other vehicles, and I've confirmed that now by accidentally leveling up. Not something I particularly meant to do. Got myself a 280 race car already. I maxed it out last night. That's why I was playing the game so much. Not to get money or anything, because money is easy to come by on this game. Leveling up in its own gives you so much money. But I am going to do a guide and teaching you guys how to best get a lot of money. First at the beginning of the game and later in the game, maybe the ultimate guide. That's going to be coming. I usually make it, and I mean, it makes sense considering people are going to be commenting like, how you got so much money? I know that every single video I posted on the Crew 1 as well. I'm just like, how do you have so much money? I'm like, it's easy. And then someone comments on the Forza video, how do you have so... How do you think? I just literally launched the game and it gave me 20 million. That's how Forza does it. But thankfully in this game you actually have to do quite, well, not quite a bit, but like a decent amount of racing to attempt to try and get yourself a little bit of cash flow running. But these AI are completely not, they're nowhere to be seen. I think I have purely just, I've picked the ultimate. Let's get this event finished and done. The AI are completely, they're just nowhere to be found. Top 3. I think I did a little bit better than that. Give me my parts, 15,000. Like, oh. Sometimes they spawn like off center from you and it's like, hey, where do you think you're going, boy? And then it's going to do this transition back to the normal time. There it is. This is the actual world time of day. And that's pretty sweet. I'm glad that they do that because utilize it. Like, there's going to be some snow races then. We know that. Hopefully it's off-road races or pro racing in the snow would be freaking awesome. I imagine once you've done that, maybe it resets that. Maybe it's just random after that point. I'm not sure. Anyway, I want to get back to 2 million after this episode. Nice round number. Going back to my Roots touring car. So this... Oh... Okay, I guess you can play in any other car after that. So our car is 237. Recommended is 190 on this event. So it's around 190 on all. Yeah, I'd say we have quite a bit of an advantage here. This is going to give us a loaner car. I like the loaner car events. Let's travel to that one. This is sweet. It's going to be all style. You know what would be even better? Make it black and white.
A chance to get back to basics.
Give me a bag.
We get so busy looking to the future that we forget the past. Finding that balance is key, and part of doing that is going old school sometimes.
Look at the exhaust on the side. Whoa, that's insane. I wonder if I can actually pause this quick. No, I can't tune my car. What I wanted to do is tune the car and turn off all the traction control and ABS and stuff to make it a proper classic race. I'm going to attempt to do that because that will be even better. I wish it did that. That'll make it the motorsports game, even though it's still arcade. Can we tune it? Ah. There's no way of tuning it. That's unfortunate. That would have been so cool. It's alright. I'll do it in first person, though, for a little added challenge. Oh, yes. Look at me like me tadpole helmet.
I love working on classic cars like this one. You know why?
No, I don't know.
No computers to get in the way. It's just me
Well, there is.
and the machine.
Hero, you ain't touching the damn car. Do you know what would be cool if they added like a pit crew as well for these races and they did like long 24-hour races on the Crew 2? That would be amazing. That's the type of expansion stuff I want to see. Like, properly flesh it out. Got myself into first place. Lickety split my G. Yeah.
I'm betting you didn't think that because it's a classic, it's going to be easy to drive. You won't be getting any power assist at all, so be ready. Because keeping that beautiful little beast under control is going to take everything you've got.
Maybe traction control is already automatically... Maybe it is that. I don't know. I'm not sure. It feels pretty solid. I feel like I can't spin it. It feels like it has traction on. It definitely has it on. Either that or it's just gripping like a speedman, my G.
There's a reason people still love races like this. Just skill and steel without the bells and whistles.
Oh, they're definitely bells and whistles, mate. I think cars in general are bells and whistles. You know what I mean? I'd say they're pretty darn sweet. I do like that there's racetracks dotted around the map. It makes it for this. This is what I want to see from more open world games. Just tracks. Even if you don't do the pro racing kind of thing, just tracks are on the map. It's so cool for when you're like tuning a car on Forza or you're building a car on Need for Speed and you want to test out your new parts. The Crew's just incorporating absolutely everything that people ask for. And the things that people don't ask for, and we didn't realize we wanted until it's in the game, you know?
This is real racing, and everything else is just a sideshow.
Oh, is that Clarence?
There's a simple elegance to
the third.
Save the tricks and gimmicks. This is where real drivers excel.
Well, I think it was pretty clear that I'm excelling right now. Hey, Mr. Clarence, I think you got yourself a new rival on your hands. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. There's the finish. Yo, this would be so sweet to try with a wheel, these pro races, with assists off and stuff. I think they'd feel pretty darn, like, not realistic in a way, but also they'd feel much more realistic in the terms of it would feel weightier. You would feel the turns and the mistakes you make and that kind of thing. ECU and gearbox. What car for? I guess it's for my car, because obviously it's a bit pointless having it for new vehicle earned. Wait, did they just give me this car? They just gave me the car. Is that necessary? Thank you very much. We've got a nice cutscene. Watch is ticking. I like these.
History is a constant process of transformation. But as we move forward, we can't ever forget where we came from. There's so much history for us to be proud of. So many great races, great drivers. That heritage makes us who we are today.
That's a cool
and
animation.
Inform who will be tomorrow, no matter what shifts.
That's so cool. Okay. We got ourselves a brand new car without actually realizing we were going to get a brand new car. Thank you very much. I think what we should do is we've got a couple other car races over here. Golden Hills racetrack. The Giants race touring track. That one, actually, I'm below the recommended level. I'd have to upgrade my car to actually be able to do that one. Interesting. I mean, I think I could probably do it. That would be giving myself a little bit of a challenge as well. So I might do that one. This one, actually, I'm only just on the recommended level. I think I might jump in and do that. Let's jump in and do the Golden Hills. I want to get these tracks done because the tracks are freaking cool. This is not the car I want. I want to change car quickly. Switch back. Oh, I forgot I've got the Raptor. The Raptor is insane. Okay, so this was 192. This is 192 car. I'm gonna select this as my favorite, and I'm gonna put some performance parts on it. That's right. Wait, the parts are worse. Oh, they gave me parts for that Grandad car. That's weird. Because normally it's based on your best car, but I imagine because it was that event, it thought, oh yeah, let's give parts for that car. Interesting. I didn't know it did that. So I could take these parts off, but I kind of want to race it stock and see what it's like stock. Because this thing, I thought I said it to my favorite. Let me change this to my favorite and select it. Thank you. Oh! Hey, that N, it's not for neutral, it's for knobhead.
Now, you pay attention to your car. I'll be paying attention to you.
Look at the canards and the diffusers and the... This is literally the best... This thing was a monster in the Crew 1. I'm hoping again so in this game because it's just so big and meaty. It was planted. It was heavy. You could dominate everybody. I'm here against Lamborghinis and stuff in my Raptor. Let's get it on with my Raptor race car. Let's go. This was actually one of the reward cars you can get. Why is he not using my livery? That race car should be using my livery. What's going on? That's unacceptable. Yeah, in the last game, weight meant downforce, which granted it does, but not in the same way. Oh! Zonda, Jeff! You are being destroyed by the Raptor. It doesn't feel like a race car. It feels like it wants to wobble a little bit still, but it doesn't wobble because it's so low to the ground. It's one of those cars, like, because normally with a race cars you could just... No, it's got grip. It's a full-on race car. This is the best thing ever. Oh! I'm being toyed with. I've been rumbled. How about you move out of my way? I'm a bigot. I ain't afraid to use it. That's not what I meant. I'm a big meaty man. Oh, Oh. Yeah, just push ourselves off. And he got back on the road quicker. Porsche, where's your Black Panther wrap? If you didn't know, there is a Black Panther wrap. If you want to rep it and you haven't got the Crew 2 yet, get yourself a shirt. There's a link in the description. Literally 2 weeks. This is on. I say that it's almost a week now. There's only a week left to get this, and then it's gone for. Oh, I'm doing awful on this race. Maybe I bit off a bit more I could chew. This thing is just a little bit weird to drive. And I'm not used to it yet. I might have to toy with it a little bit, toy with the tuning. Now that I can actually tune absolutely everything on this game, which I haven't actually done properly yet. I haven't touched it because it's just all a little bit much for me. It's Game Riot up there. What's up, boy? What's up, boy? Get away from me. I'm a big one. It's interesting that there's no other, like, big trucks that I'm racing. I know the AI is set on races, though, so that's probably why. Like, I don't think generally most people would... Their first choice when it comes to a pro race would be, yes, I'll bring out the Ford Raptor. Yeah. I'll just get into that corner now. I'm pretty far ahead. Just gotta keep the flow going. I was not expecting... well, I wasn't thinking when it came to the Raptor. So, yeah, I would have got this from the rewards program, as I say, if you're wondering, like, how I just randomly have this F150 bloody Raptor just plowing around the circuit and I didn't bloody buy it. It's just magical. When I first played with this car, it was just, I did not expect it to have a bloody circuit class on the Crew 1, but it did, and it was just like, it was mind-blowing. I was not, like, you just don't comprehend. It was incredible because then they also introduced the circuit spec, monster truck spec cars, and they added the Fiat 500. Like, the developers at Ivory Tower are literally mental, and I love them for it. Like, it's a good kind of mental. Like, they're borderline mental patient, but in a good way.
All right. I guess every little piece was in place.
It was. And every big piece as well. Wait. What's next? Also, I think I just went up an icon level to level 15. I should give me level 15. I'm not too sure. If not, I would be disappointed. I think so. So, yeah, I just went up a level. No, I didn't. I'm level 14 still. All right. Well, yeah, so now the parts I'm getting are a million times better. It's not exactly... There's a spider on my TV. Now it's on my Switch controller. Oh dear. I got 2 level icon level 14. Now, something that you guys may not know about unless you're icon level yourself, you start getting perks later on. So if we go to icon points, we now have an extra point here, which we can use on the vehicles. So I'm going to give myself a shifty, and that's going to increase my speed a little bit, which is quite cool. Once you max out all of those, being like there's reason to grind through this, and that makes me happy. So, as said, I want to at least get all the touring car races done. So let's jump into this one. This one I do have the recommended level now. Just before I was in the old granddad car, and I was like, I don't know if I could actually do it, but it's alright, this time I will. I want to switch back, though, to be fair, to my Mercedes, because it felt better.
Family legacy race. 3 generations of Clarence Bishop, all in one competition. They sponsor it every year, and one of them wins every year.
I'm about to change that.
Start a new tradition and break their streak.
I'm going to do it. You better make sure you're ready for me to go and break and kill them. It's Clarence Bishop, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, all here. So yeah, I see Grandad over here. Grandad Clarence. Clarence Senior. See, I literally called it. That's amazing. I'm guessing this is all of them. There's Clarence. There's Clarence. And are you Clarence as well? Clarence Jr. is in an older car than the current Clarence. Clarences are a bit weird, aren't they? We've had run into a few Clarences between games before. I'm not very good on the corners. I don't judge them right, and I've got traction on and stuff, and it really, like, I feel like with race cars, if you have traction off, you're going to do better. I mean, for the most part in street racing, it doesn't matter massively. But when it comes to these grippy boys over here, Traction's like, no, you will not go over there. No, 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 no. And you're like, please, I need to go over there. And then finally, you have to just brake and accept that Traction doesn't want you to do that, so you ain't going to do that. I thought they won it every year. Why is Jeff beating them? He's in the better car, to be fair. He's going to beat me in a minute. This man's pretty quick. Now on, I will call you Clarence Knob the Second. Also, Clarence the Third is the new one. And he has got himself the Vulcan. See, these guys, these AI are taking the racing line way, way better than I am. I've just been taken. But I've got powerful NOS. Jeff, where did that NOS come from? NOS is illegal on a street race, track race. Clarence! Oh, boom! You ain't passing me, dog. Dog, brother on brother. Jesus! This race is getting...
champion drives.
Is it? I'm not exactly sure I'd be a champion if I was doing this. I think I'd be kicked off the track if I'm totally honest with you. But there's the finish, there's the finish. I was worried he was going to pass me on that corner again because he did last time right after that corner. Across the line. Clarence what? Clarence 2 what? Clarence 3 what? Clarence, you all lose the day. And they also smash up your Vulcan. Sorry about that, mates. Green parts. Unacceptable. No perks. Disgusting. Feel like a peasant. Alright, I think that pretty much rounds up all of the track racing events. When it comes to the pro racing right now, I mean, there are different routes on the tracks. You can reverse them, and there's like different routes of the tracks. I think there might be more tracks. Maybe I have to unlock some more races, but we've got powerboat stuff. We've got a bunch of other stuff to try with the touring cars, but I think next time I do want to do a mix of some of the off-road, some of the street racing, because I haven't properly done a bunch of the street racing ones. But if you enjoyed this episode, my friends, please, please, please be sure to smash like if you want to see more. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, peace.